Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. What we got is our Coolant Overflow bottle, our washer bottle. They're a little dingy, a little yellowed. We're going to do our best to bring them around and make them presentable. I don't think we're going to get them 100%, but we're sure going to try. As you saw, they're dusty and dirty from sitting around. They've also got some stains. They got stains on them. They're yellowed. You saw on the inside of this coolant bottle, there's some deposits and things. What we're going to try, and I saw this on another channel, we're going to see if it works. I went to Home Depot. This stuff cost me about 10 bucks. It's sulfamic acid crystals. Now they use this in brickwork. It's kind of like, does the same thing as like a muriatic acid where they will use it to remove mortar from brick and stuff like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my best to manually clean these guys up, meaning we'll get some soap and water, we'll scrub them up, and then I think what we'll do is we'll just use half of this little tub here, put it in some hot water and let these guys soak for a day or two or three and pull them out and compare and see what they look like. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to scrub these guys up and then we'll mix up our little concoction here and get going. All right, I spent 5-10 minutes scrubbing these guys a little bit with an old Scotch-Brite pad and I just happen to have some borax laying around. I used that. Not too bad. They're still pretty crusty though, especially, like I said, this coolant bottle. You can see the line of deposits and, stains on this bottle. Hopefully this is going to work and that'll, tone that down a little bit. So this is what this stuff looks like. It's kind of looks like salt. You might want to take a stick or something like I'm doing and break it up. It tends to get in little chunks. I'm sure they're going to dissolve pretty quickly in this hot water, but I don't know. There's nothing scientific about this. I got 2 bottles. I got 1 little container of this stuff, so I figure half for that bottle, half for that bottle. Maybe a little bit more for the coolant bottle because he's bigger. I can smell a little vapor coming off this, guys. Pretty nice. I had a lid for that bucket. I don't have one for this, but that's okay. That bottle tended to want to float, so the lids help them keep it down. We're going to go ahead and pour the rest in there. Stir this up a bit. Don't breathe that stuff in. It's got a little kick to it. Probably should be doing this in a well-ventilated area. And we're going to completely submerge this guy. About a bottle of washer fluid. Isn't that funny? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and let these sit for a day. I'll check them tomorrow. In the meantime, if you're following this build, I got a lot of other things to do. So we'll check this tomorrow, see what they look like. It has been 24 hours. Let's take a peek. I'm not expecting a miracle at this point. I'd like to see a little change. I feel like maybe it's a little brighter. I'm not sure though. Not much change. Let's go ahead and resubmerge. take a look at our coolant bottle. I don't know, guys. I'm not seeing much here. No. But I'm wondering if I can't get in there and possibly break some of that up a little bit. Maybe it's softened it up. We'll see. There are particles in this water here, but so I can't believe I'm doing this on camera, but you got to do whatever works, right, guys? I took a couple shop rags and just kind of jammed them down in the bottle, and then I have a very long screwdriver, and I'm just kind of swabbing it around in there. It seems to be breaking some of this heavy stuff up, so I figure, you know, let's try this. We'll wipe up what we can. We'll put it in for another 24 hours. I feel like you should put something in the bottle and shake it, and maybe that would help. But the bottle being plastic, I'm worried I'm going to break it, crack it, because it is, you know, almost 50 years old. So I don't know. As you can see on this rag, there's some yellow funk. It's hard to see, maybe on camera, I don't know. But that's what I'm pulling out of there. Now we cleaned it up a little bit. Let's just put it back in the solution, let it soak another 24 hours. Try again tomorrow. Well, here's the deal. Every day for the last 5 days, I've checked on this bottle, and we haven't got much better. So that debunks that theory that the sulfamic acid is going to eat this stuff away. Now, did it soften it up? I think it softened it up. So that might be a plus. We're going to have to rethink this. Let me see what I can come up with. So I went to the local dollar store and picked up a couple of these scrubbers. I guess this is like a toilet scrubber, and a couple of these dish scrubber things. At this point, we're just gonna apply a little elbow grease and see if any of this stuff is softened up a bit. Oh, if you can see that on the brush. Yeah, looks like it's working a little bit. If only these brushes were a little bit longer. All right, as you can see, there's buildup in here. Unfortunately, I can't get the right angle with these brushes to get all the way down in there. Now, I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work. Let's give it a shot. Okay, I've neutralized the acid that was inside this bottle, rinsed out really good with water. Now, remember when I was saying, maybe put something in there and shake it? Okay, this is a long shot, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a shot. I got some rice. It's kind of abrasive, right? I don't know, it's worth a shot. I'm gonna put maybe a cup of rice inside the bottle. A little bit of bleach. And shake for a while. I have capped off any of the overflow outlets and inlets, and I've got the cap here. Hopefully this thing will seal. Fingers crossed. Hopefully I don't end up with a ruined uniform because of the bleach. Let's see what happens. Okay, where are we at now? I've got a 50-50 hot water and bleach solution in both bottles. They're just sitting here. Everything's capped off. I'm just gonna let them sit for 24 hours. I think we're just about done. The other thing is, how long did I shake the bottle for? Well, I shook it for like 3 to 4 minutes, the entire length of a song on the radio. And I sat it down and walked away, did some other things, and I did that about 4 times. Just come back, shake it for 4 minutes, let it sit. And then you saw the muck and the mud that I poured out of that thing. It seemed to work pretty good. I'm kind of happy with this. So let's see what it looks like tomorrow. Well, moment of truth, guys. I'm not thrilled with the coolant bottle, although it looks much better than it did. It's just not much I think you can do about this yellowing. It just is what it is. This one in particular is like 47 years old, so just, it is what it is. Hate that phrase, but it is what it is. The washer bottle came out very nice. Again, put some washer fluid in here. It's gonna look great. That blue is gonna make this thing pop. I wanted to mention, if you do the rice method and the shake thing, make sure you get all the rice out of this bottle, especially your coolant bottles, because what it can do is it can end up in your radiator, your heater core, water pump, cause all kinds of problems, blockages. You don't want that. You don't want that. This coolant bottle in particular has this overflow tube that goes out to a hose. I used this brush, which is for cleaning reusable straws. I'm able to stick it down in here and dislodge anything that might be in there. So again, dollar store item, guys. We're not spending a ton of money to do this. $1. That bleach, $1 at the dollar store. So if this doesn't do it for you, there's plenty of companies out there that make washer bottles, Classic Industries being one. I know of quite a few others, but that's the one that pops in my head. Anyways, I'll give you a close-up of these and we'll call it good. So, hey, thanks for watching. You guys have a good one. Dollar General doesn't have blue washer fluid or green coolant. You do the next best thing for demonstration purposes only: Hawaiian Punch.